हेलो सुपर इन्वेस्टर्स। आज हम लोग मिलने वाले हैं मैनेजमेंट ऑफ लक्ष्य पावरटेक लिमिटेड। ये कंपनी अपना आईपीओ लेके आ रही है एसएमई प्लेटफॉर्म पर। और इनका आईपीओ खुल रहा है 16 ऑफ अक्टूबर एंड क्लोज हो रहा है 18 ऑफ अक्टूबर। कंपनी ऑयल, गैस एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स लेने का और कंसल्टेंसिंग करने का काम करती है। कंपनी के बारे में ज़्यादा जानकारी हम लोग कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट, जो कि हमारे साथ है, मिस्टर राजेश एन ए, he is a MD of the company, and along with him there's Mr. Lakshmi Narayan, who is joint MD of the company. So welcome to Super Investor channel, and we are very glad to have you on our show.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
लक्ष्य पावरटेक का जो आईपीओ है उसका प्राइस बैंड है 180 रुपीज का और लॉट साइज है 800 शेयर्स का. So, what I can observe from this study of the IPO, that the PE is quite reasonable post IPO. I think PE is around 12.60. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So on very reasonable PE, company is launching the IPO, that is 12 के पी पे 12 के पी पर एक जो आईपीओ आ रहा है, और ईपीएस है 14 का, जो कि काफी शानदार है. तो मैनेजमेंट को फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू कि यू आर कमिंग आउट विद आईपीओ विद क्वाइट रीजनेबल एंड बैलेंस प्राइस.
Thank you, Nandini.
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्लीज टेल अस अबाउट द promoters, like about like what is who people are in the board of directors.
Yeah, myself Rajesh Anne, and I am the promoter of this company. And Priya Bandhavi is also a promoter. And Mr. Lakshmanarayana is our executive director and joint managing director. And one more, Mr. Amit Agarwal, he is an executive director and CFO. And the rest we have three independent directors are there, and we have an wide experience in finance and then the tax related and the contractual related and also related to our field.
Okay. So can you tell us when did you start this company? Like, how did you start this company?
Uh, I started this company in 2012 as a freelancing consultancy, and then we have expanded into O&M of the gas-based power plants. And later on, we have been diversified into oil and gas and renewables and then industrial sectors. And then afterwards, after we got a certain experience, then we have been transitioned into from subcontracting to the direct contracts started from 2021. And after that, we got an contracts from PSUs like IOCL and then ONGC and BHEL and HPCL directly direct contracts from the PSU sectors. And right now, we are majorly focusing on the data centers, where we are working from last 8 years, and also into renewable energy, and we are doing a comprehensive operational maintenance contract with HPCL from last couple of years.
Okay. So, like, your all sectors are quite interesting, but I would please elaborate on the data center projects. Like, how your company is connected with data center? Exactly what you do.
Yeah, Niranjan ji, as you know, we are having the background of rotary experience. Like I have 32 years of experience in oil and gas, fertilizer industries, and Mr. Rajesh ji is having around 27 years of experience in this gas-based power plants and then oil and gas. So our expertise we used for the data centers, wherein the tier 3 and tier 4 data centers require the minimum maximum reliability. So wherein 1 hour is the outage, 1 hour 27 minutes for type 3 in a year the outage is acceptable, and tier 4 it is only 27 minutes in a year you need to have. So the backup power is most critical, so that the downtime should minimize. So that's how we use that expertise in integrating the backup power for each data centers. Now, as on today, we have done around 207 megawatt of installation capacity for various data centers like Amazon, Sifi, Wipro, NTT, Nextra, and we are the integrator for the main diesel engines from MTU, and then the Caterpillar, Cummins. So that's how the our expertise in rotary we have just used in uh, our capabilities into that. So that's how we are into that data centers.
Okay, that is quite nice to know. And data center market is quite growing.
Yeah.
And how about renewable energy? Exactly what you do in renewable energy space?
So renewable energy, we are into biomass and biogas, and now we are into CBG also. And we have provided an EPC services. In 2017, we have started our EPC project in Malaysia. That is actually the empty fruit bunch based biomass power generation plant. And before that, we have worked with one project in Thailand, that is an woody biomass gasification as well as a power generation plant. And also we worked with STPs, and there we have worked for this biogas based power generation. And then after the CBG concept is growing more in India, and then we got an opportunity to work with HPCL for their first ever gas compression CBG project, uh, which is located in Badayu, UP. That we are doing the operational maintenance contract with them.
So if we will break up your revenue, so how much percentage is oil and gas, how much is the renewable energy, and how much is the data center? Can you just give us like a rough breakup of your revenue? Percentage in percentage maybe?
In percentage, if you see the right now, oil and gas is the more on our revenues, and data centers, our revenue is right now is around 11%, and 8 to 10% is in renewable energy, and the rest will be in the oil and gas.
Okay, so 80% is oil and gas and around 10% this upcoming
Yes, yes,
sectors.
yeah,
So are
yes.
you seeing that this data center and renewable energy will have a major contribution to your revenue in future?
Yeah, definitely, and we are working on that, and then we want to explore more to provide the more services into these sectors, and we are going in for the in a large scale for these data centers, and then renewables.
Okay, so like for this all this revenue what you get, the orders you get, do you need to participate in tender or it is just you have to go like it is a government kind of a projects more or a private also?
Customer base where we'll get a repeated orders from the client base, and that is in a private sector. And also we are going for this now on a competitive bidding with the various platforms. We are identified around 300 to 400 crores project right now. We are bidding for that.
Okay. So can you just name few major customers like whose projects you have done in the past?
So Kirloskar pneumatics, we have done the Kirloskar pneumatics, and then Mega Engineering, and also L&T we are doing right now, and Kane Vedanta and IOCL, Paradeep we have done on project, and HPCL we are doing, and ONGC we are doing couple of projects in Kakinada and Ankleshwar, and also in Mumbai that their BKC green building we are doing a comprehensive maintenance contract from last 7 years.
Okay. And as you said, you're working with in Malaysia and Thailand as well, right?
Yeah,
So what is the revenue breakup of domestic and international business?
actually at the time of starting in 2000 since 2012, then initially we got these international orders. And in Nigeria we have worked, and in Thailand we have worked, in Malaysia we have worked. Then after that we are busy with our domestic business. and now we are pitching into the international market also.
Okay.
So revenue backup, if you coming to that revenue backup, it's almost nil. You can say from last 3 to 4 years for the international market.
Right. And who are like your major competitors? Like if you try to identify similar companies?
Actually, as you know, we are in all the sectors. We have different competitors in oil and gas, renewable energy, and in CBG and data centers. The data centers, our core competency is in power generation. So hardly we don't find any competitor based on the quality and the services what we provide in the data centers. In oil and gas, all are all major. Like sometimes it is Petrofrac, sometimes L&T, Kirloskar, ONG, and then the parties like Sopan, uh, and then Deep Industries, Assam Gas. So many are there. And in sector-wise, we have different competitor and the price band also, because we are pitching in only in 200 to 300 crore project with period of 22 to 24 months as of now. So these are the few competitors in oil and gas. And renewable energy, lot of people are there. We are bidding, competing with them, because if you see for municipal solid waste, you have some tier, some members, some for the rice straw. The product wise, what is the raw material, based on that you have the technology providers. So we have competitors according to that.
Okay. From your past performance, what I could see revenue, if you just recollect, in 2022 your revenue was 34 crore around. 2023 revenue was 53 crore. 2024 it jumped to 148 crore. So why such a big jump in just 1 year? So is there any specific reason that the revenue has jumped threefold in just 1 year?
Post COVID, we started coming out of from subcontracting to the direct contracts, and new projects in 23 and 24. I mean, December 22, we got a big major project in oil and gas through Equinox Engineering of Canadian-based company, of providing doing a EPC project for ONGC at Jharkhand. So in this, previously we used to give engineering, construction, and commissioning. Procurement was only the balance of plant. But in this, the major equipment procurement also, within the scaling as from earlier, the procurement part was only 20 to 30% of the project cost. But here it is almost 60% of the project cost. So that's how the procurement has added, and our scaling in 24, you can see the jump from 50 to 148 plus.
So from the investor's point of view, whether this momentum will sustain in coming future, like the jump you have taken in this last year, whether it will be continuing.
Yeah, definitely. And if you see that our order book is 265 crores right now,
Okay.
and we are doing in bidding for almost 300 to 400 crores is the bidding, and we have an chances of getting that can roughly say 150 to 170 crores definitely. So because since we have an all the services are in house, and then we will not depend on any others, and we will be in a price competitive with other service providers definitely. And and also there is a gap for that we wanted to increase our revenues from the data centers as well as the renewables. That is also is going to an added advantage for to make a company and a sustainable growth.
Okay. And like altogether, how many? It is really amazing that you have already 265 crore order book in your hand. So that means if you compare with the last year, you are already booked for the coming 1.5 year, maybe 1.5 year.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you are, as per your statement, around 300 to 400 crore orders are in pipeline, which might come up in coming 6 months to 1 year. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the operating profit margin? Like what operating profit margin you demand, like comment now? Like operating profit margin is how much? OPM.
Operating profit margin is yeah. Come again.
Yeah, OPM is how much? Like
You are
10%?
saying something.
No, no. So I can see operating profit margin right now is around
So
10%.
PAT is
10 point.
10.33% is the PAT margin,
Yeah.
and EBITDA will be around somewhere around 15 to 16%.
Okay. That is quite commendable. So that also I see that PAT margin has also grown substantially in last year because
That's what we are saying that earlier we are providing all these services like an EPC services and providing and supplying of the balance of plant equipments as well as the construction and installation services. And now we are adding the procurement portion also, where we are supplying the major equipment and then the design engineering support also. So these are giving a boost to our profit margins growth basically.
okay.
And also the second factor is that we are coming out from the subcontracting to getting the direct contracts. So where that revenues also is adding up for this our profit growth.
Yeah, I can see that is the main reason, right? And how many people you have in your company? Like what is the staff count?
We have a 900 plus employees is on our company roll right now,
Okay.
and then whatever the other services and all and depends on the project and location to location, we will take the support for the contract labor and all from the local vendors.
And what I can see is your registered offices in I think Ahmedabad and corporate offices in Hyderabad, right?
Yes,
Right.
Okay. So do you have any branches like all over India? Like how do you operate?
we have a service facilities is there wherever we are doing the services, and we have a service facilities, and then we will operate from there. Like in Barmer we are doing, and then Kakinada we are doing the operational maintenance contracts, and in Badai we are doing it, and in Ankleshwar we are doing it. So like this, we have and service offices we have provided there that locations.
So wherever the major project is going on, there you set up your service office.
Yes, yes.
Right. And what is the in general, what is the data days? Like how many days you get your payment? What is your payment cycle altogether?
Payment cycle will be on a client to client. It will get changed, and like ONGC, we will get the payments in 30 to 35 days in time frame, and after getting the approvals and all, and then from HPCL it will take 45 days, and in the data centers it will take from 45 to 60 days. So the roughly average it will be around it comes practically it is coming now 81 days. We wanted to decrease that one.
Okay. And do you see any threat in the business in future? Like is there any downside you can just highlight to us that do you see any problem or some policy changes because of that? Anything like that?
Uh, if you see, Niranjan ji, we are into the all essential services only.
Okay.
Power is and the oil and gas is also. See this. Even if you see our revenue in COVID time also, we have made a better, more improved, and the facilities we have not stopped a single day also, because we are into the essential services. I don't think so. We have any risk that, nor we are depending on any government policies also for the services what we provide.
Okay. Yeah, because yours is not a manufacturing thing which we can affect it because of the raw material or something like that. So yours is a mainly contractual business. So that is going on, and the more contracts you get, more like business you get. Right. So now tell us, what is the purpose of your IPO? Like you are raising, I think, around 49 crore by this IPO.
Yes, yes. So in that 49 crores, out of this 30 crores will be for the working capital,
Okay.
and we have a certain borrowings are there, which is in high interest, which we have taken from different NBFCs, and roughly 4.5 crores that we wanted to repay this one, and the rest of the thing is that for the strategic business growth and for the general corporate purposes.
Okay. So right now, what I can see is your loan is around 29 crore.
So that is actually an OD facility.
Okay. Okay. So that keeps on fluctuating depending on the project.
Yes, yes.
Okay. It must be project based finance, like loan.
Yes, 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 on the basis of the billing and the stock.
Right, right, right. Okay, fine. So, down the line from here, after 3 years or 1 year, how much growth you see in your top line in your revenue?
Yeah, right now we are this current year we are targeting 190 to 200 CR is the top line,
Okay.
and then afterwards, then we roughly our uh, sustainable growth will be around 20 to 22% in between that.
Sorry, come again. How much percent?
20 to 22%.
Okay, okay, okay. Right. And your team consists of all technical people also. What is your team looks like? Like out of 900 people, how do you what kind of expertise you have in your team?
Actually, we have a core team of around 60 to 70 people are there, and
Okay.
these people are working with us since beginning of the company, and as the phases we have taken those people, and these are all the core team with us, and then the 900 plus the strength we are having. So most of the people are the engineers only.
Okay.
Roughly you can say around 70% of the people are the engineers, and rest all the technicians, all the people are the technical people only,
Okay.
and the unskilled and then the contract labor we will outsource.
Okay.
Even our procurement team is also are the graduate engineers only, have experience in the industrial EPCC projects, and the admin, and then HR and accounts. These are to the tune of around 30 people into these sections who are supporting us for our day-to-day operations.
Okay. So, what else you would like to highlight to your investors? New investors will be applying for the IPO. Anything else you would like to highlight about the company, about anything else?
So actually, to all investors, what is that? Our tagline is towards commitment. That's how we are getting repeated orders from the private client. Though for the government, we need to get the contract through biddings. Whatever we have made the commitment till date, we have fulfilled. Uh, and then our focus is more into the renewable energy and the data centers. At the same time, oil and gas. All these sectors, we have the proven records. So believe us, support us, so that you are putting your whatever investments in a safe custody. That's what I can tell them.
Okay. So, what we can, summarize from this interview is the company is working in a very good and futuristic sector, that is oil and gas, renewable energy, data center. So all these sectors are never going, the demand will be always there. And also the company work in domestic market as well as international market. Companies projections are quite good. Order book is right now is 265 crore, which is more than last year's total revenue. And as Mr. Rajesh said, that this year's revenue target is around 190 crore to 200 crore. So that will be also a good projection the management has given
Yes,
us.
correct.
And the main important thing is that the issue is coming out at very fair price. That is with the P of 12. That is quite reasonably balanced price. They have come out with the IPO with. That is 180 rupees. And the lot size is of 800 shares. So, and the company's intention is to raise this fund to use for the working capital as well as to reduce the debt. So, and the management, what I can observe is quite experienced, and also they are technically sound. So, all the best to you and your team for this IPO.
Thank you, Niranjan.
Thank you, Niranjan ji.
And we wish you all the best from the team of Super Investor. And we are quite sure that your IPO can get a good response. We wish you all the best. And thank you very much for giving us the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjan.
Thank you,
Thank
Niranjan.
you.